Alright.
Focus on your business structure, how you need to, um, how easy it is to get an LLC to, do your business and make money. So I think the federal government, so they're saying, oh, it's too many of y'all getting all these businesses, and it's too easy. So y'all might, some of y'all may not be reporting y'all income correctly or something. I don't know what made them, maybe part of me thinking during the pandemic, when they got that money, to help small businesses, and people started creating LLCs after WIWAC. And so that was almost 3 years ago, just going on the 4th year. So I'm thinking this is what they're talking about, of how they're going to get these people that got this money. So the article that I found is called "What Companies, Including Small Businesses, Need to Know About a New Federal Law." Again, this was by Kelly Phillips Erb, a Forbes staff, and it was written December 12, 2023. And so it started off talking about in January of this year, 1st, 2024. This is what businesses is required to report to the federal government. And so I wrote down some stuff that kind of summarized the article. So this is the questions, and then I'm going to read you the answer, and then I'm going to just say, hey, discuss what you think about it. So number one, when did this law come into effect? Of course, like I said, January of this year, 2024. And it's all small business are required to report this information to the U.S. government. It is called the Corporate Transparency Act, or CTA, and you have to file these reports to the FinCEN. That's the acronym FINCEN, which stands for Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. So that right there tells you of my suspicion or my hypotheses about why I think this was formed. What's your thoughts?
I agree.
Yeah. I didn't know how. I was more
I never heard about it.
I was more thinking about what money you got back. You got to pay that back plus interest or whatever. If hey, they coming, and I'm gonna tell you guys, they always come with documentation. Documentation rules the nation.
Yep.
That is a prime example of it. Don't you think?
I agree.
Oh, but
it's always the back catalog that gets someone in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Or the fine print.
Updates.
Yeah, the constantly updates. Yes.
I think that's what it is when it comes to entrepreneur.
Yeah.
If you're not constantly updating or having somebody being
that's why you can't wear all them hats.
Meticulous.
Mm-hmm.
Being meticulous about your structure and seeing what's new, so that way you can constantly update who you are as a business and what you do as a business.
And I'm not gonna lie to you.
Practices.
Those emails that says what's new, I speed over them like it ain't nothing. Because your time is, you got so much time, and it feel like you don't have no time. Mm-hmm. Especially when you're wearing all those hats. But when you take some of that and trying to focus on each thing, you're gonna take time to read what's new, what's this, what's updated. And I can say that tutoring is teaching me to pay attention to the QuickBooks updates, which also aligns with my QuickBooks bookkeeping. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning, and then I'm studying the book and reading and doing all the because I need to be the one to tell my class the updates. So I think it go hand in hand, and that's what I was not getting last year because I was focusing my times on taxes and then just trying to, do this and not being the educator, the teacher that I need to be for my students. So, yeah, I'm agreeing. Number 2, who has to report these documents? So this is where, if you guys wondering, okay, I have a business, but I'm, this type. I'm a sole proprietor or whatever, So these are the people that has to report. Corporations, the limited liability companies, which of course everyone know, LLC, and other entities that have created their business by filing a document with the Secretary of State or any other similar office in the U.S., which is a foreign company that has registered to do business in the U.S. Bottom line, everybody. If you have found a document to register your business to do business in the U.S., if you're a foreign country or whatever, and you're trying to do business in the U.S., you have to file this form.
It's quite funny. Although I've been saying that I was going to copyright like my name and all of that for YouTube, I haven't done it yet because since I haven't made that certain threshold to do it,
I thought about you. I was like, ooh, Chase dodged the bullet about trying to get this LLC.
Yeah, I was saying if that would have been like when everything started getting more, before I just had like a drainage of trying to come back and wasn't able to like be up and have that 2-hour window no more. And I tried to do it when I was with JB Hunt. Yeah. I was just like, I just can't do it.
Yeah.
But it is funny though, because now I do notice a huge difference of when I was working overnight and when I had to wait on the store to open up at 4. When I made it there about 1:30, I had all that time to actually just focus and read and prepare to make the video deliver. Then next day, focus on trying to upload and all of that. Once you don't have that extra time of working overnight and stuff like that, it's just like trying to do it during the day. It's impossible. It's like burn you out.
Yeah. The most key thing that I think I have really mastered is time management, because I have so much going on. I still end up making sure that when I get home, I can do what I need to do with my husband and still go to bed. So during the daytime of them 8 hours, even at a full-time job and still having to do something else, I'm going to make sure I get it done, because I know that it bothers me. So last week when I first started, the tutoring, those 4 hours, I was just sitting there and just being recorded. But I got so much done for that class that it made me feel good about, okay, I can answer whatever question there need to be done when I start week 1. And so, again, it's just aligning up with things, and even to that book, to just knowing that, yeah, you might get a new book and all this, but stuff is still not together. And that's what I'm not afraid about as entrepreneurship. Even when these things like this come up, you still, if you can catch it in time, you can make sure it works for your favor, and as long as you're doing and keeping everything organized. So, all right, guys. Number 3, do sole proprietorship companies has to report. These are people that say you have a business, like you a lawn care or plumber or whatever, and it's just you. You're the only employee, and you don't file, to do business, and you use your social, kind of like you did, Then no, you don't. But if you create to register to do business in the USA as a sole proprietorship, because that's one of the entities, business entities, then yes, you do.
So it was like,
it's a yes and a no. So no, if you just say Chase had opened his ice cream stand and he's selling, pop ice cream or whatever, and that's that. Because more likely, sometimes when you do start things like my hair bow, I've never registered that.
So as long as you don't register,
because it's more like a hobby. Anyway,
as long as you don't register, you don't have to do it. But if your name is in the system too,
yes, if you went down and you got that piece of paper that say, "Hey, I got my business license," then guess what? You're gonna have to do this. So that's one of the questions in this article that it explains about.
All right.
Number 4, who do not have to do this report? So in this article that said there's 23 types of entities that are exempt.
Wow.
So for an example is if you have a publicly traded companies, non-profits, and certain large operating companies. Y'all see that? Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
For the big folks.
So it sounds like your theory is starting to turn out right.
I'm telling you. You can also check the checklist at the FinCEN Small Entity Compliance Guide, which I have clicked on, but I hadn't read. It's 57 pages.
So you haven't got to it.
Yeah, I haven't got to it. It's beneficial ownership information. So that's what this report is. This information is a BOI, which stands for beneficial ownership information.
It's about to get real fun.
It's about to get it. So, hey, you've been making all these big bucks, all of this, so you got to be careful. The thing that I would say, if I had to go back 4 years ago and before I start my business, number 1, I would definitely seek out an accountant. Even though I'm educated as taxes and bookkeeping and stuff, I'm not. I don't have a degree. I'm just good at numbers. You just good at stuff. But accountant and a lawyer.
Someone that
understands. Yes. Not only that, telling them what I want to do, how the type of business I want to run, and then how it aligns up with my taxes. Yeah. So I can be in compliance with everything. So you want to do that, definitely seek help. Go to, these in your state, a small business administrator. They help with all that stuff. If I had done it on the front end, I will understand now. So all of those little things, that is my goal for this year. Making sure that our business is in compliance and there's no, again though, even if you don't know and you run across this video and it's like, oh my God, I found out. It might be March or June when you see us. You still have time if you have, and you understand what I'm saying on this question, because I'm going to answer that question about how long you need to do this. Okay. So the next question is, where do you file? And of course you'll go to that FinCEN's website, and it's the beneficial ownership information webpage. The things that you're gonna need to know to file it, it's gonna ask you this: your name of the company. You're gonna have to have your address. You're gonna have to have your EIN number or TIN number. And then, this is how they're going to get you. information about each of the beneficial owners. They need your name, your date of birth, your address, your unique ID number or driver license or passport. Now, the good thing about this, you will not need to have to provide your financial information. You're not going to need that. So who is considered a beneficial owner? Anyone who owns 25% of the business. So, for those that have a LLC and have a woman-owned business, and then you have another person. Woman-owned business is 51%, and then you have somebody else that owns the business. And if it's more than 25, then you will have to provide the information for yourself and then that person. If I add someone on as a member, because the structures of the entities also is where you can add members, you got board members, all of that. Hey, they own 25% of it, then they are considered a beneficial owner. Ain't that something?
It really is.
The government is getting in your business. And that's the thing that people need to understand. And I didn't realize this as far as how it affects the world when, and I'm not going to say all of us, but uneducated people that was like, the government's trying to help us. They give us this. Why do they do that? Yeah, I need to think about why do they do that. If you're going to look up for somebody that's going to help the world better, you need to, and I know it, I'm one of them, seeking somebody that, give us tax cuts and breaks and stuff. And all of that, and not let the government control. Because if you let the government control, then it's going to be a messed up world. Really, 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 really going to be messed up. Okay. So, the next question. Deadline to file. So, if you're a company that registered before your business before the January 1st, 2024, you have 1 year of that date to file. So, you have to January 1st, 2025. Because this article was written in December. They didn't even know. At that time, you couldn't even register early.
Yeah.
Because they was not going to accept anything to after January the 1st. So, for those that keep up with the updates and stuff, they knew about it, right?
So, they've been getting everything.
Yeah.
They got a little head start.
Yeah, they got a little head start. But it's based on this article, really not a lot of things that you got to get. It's just more of your information, because here's the problem. If it's a fictitious business, then that's when you're in trouble. The rest of that stuff, it's like filling out an application to get a job. Your name, your address, So it's not that much information that what I could tell in that article that you'll need. But of course, the website is on there.
I wonder for the people that doesn't have the business operating, do they still have to report it?
Well, see, I'm going to tell you another thing. When things like that, just like the business that when I created an LLC for our other business, the Pinnacle Mold, and we wasn't doing anything, you have to go through steps to close that.
Oh,
Not only that, you have to still file that on your taxes, even though you're closing, and then that'll close it off and they'll send you a letter. Everything has a step that needs to be done. Just because you're not doing business, still you qualify for that business if it's registered, because guess what? You got taxes you got to pay every year on that. So, but the people that are planning on doing business and create a business this year, you have 30 days to file. Sorry.
Dang.
So you like coming in new. This is new. This is like part of your thing. It's kind of like, hey, here are the things that you need to open up to register your business.
That ain't bad then.
And then that's one of them. Again, it's not a lot of, back to the information question, it's not a lot of things that you need, you know, so that should be okay. And the last thing that I have, a question is, I seen they ask, do you report this more than once a year? So no, it's not going to be an annual thing you have to do every year, unless you change or update or correct something after you submitted your information to them.
So it's kind of like everything else. You updating, gotta update everything else.
Well, it's kind of like this. I think the government is making a foul on your business, and they need to know, because yes, they're gonna come back one way or the other and snap something on you and say, hey, on your taxes you just said, and the other person didn't. So why they didn't claim it and you claim, you know? I don't know how this works when it comes down to putting your business under a trust and stuff. I just started following this girl that is very educated about the trust and how she got, you got put everything in your trust, and then you got this motherboard, and then how you use this or whatever. So I'm going to be interested to follow her of how to do that. It's a house, something called a house. I don't even know what it's called, but I just seen it this morning. But I'm so interested in how all of this work together. But you still have to do it because it's a business. It is what it is. If you file with state you're going to have to file this.
Yeah.
So I hope that helps everyone out there. I did it break down as simplified as I could. You could find, and I guess Chase, you can put it on here.
I will.
The website Forbes.com. Everything is quoted. Don't do it. Something going on with my laptop. It is everything that I found in here is in this article, and you will be able to read it. What companies include small business need to know about new federal laws.
Your laptop running hot? Or is it first time doing it?
No, that's the first time. It might be that motherboard thing or something.
Sound like you're faking.
Yep, like it's finna go out another one.
Oh, you had a fan in there before?
Yep.
Well, it sound like you running hot over there.
So, that's what I have. That was, you know, my spiel.
I enjoyed it because I know.
And it's probably because it was on this hot thing.
You know your device. Yeah, financial is for February.
Yeah, I hope you guys got something out of it. Again, mine was basic, but you can read the article for yourself. Make sure you educate and read. I'm gonna definitely read that article, the little BOY compliance guide. So, small entity compliance guide, because I am want to stay in compliance, and I don't want nothing to come back on us. So, yeah.
Keep it up.
Yeah.
I'm learning that it's like how it normally is. When I know that I'm focused on something, everything else is like,
obsolete.
It's like it's there. I'm privy to it. Then it's like, okay, no, I can't focus on it. So I just kind of go.
Yeah.
In one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny how that works. Because it's like trying to orchestrate many businesses and get stuff off the ground. You open to it all, and then when you're not doing it or you slow down, and you be like, okay, I'm not as open to it as much, or I'm just taking a break from it right now. So you just take a step back from it. So it's just taking a step back from certain things is just kind of funny how it operates. Like someone just asked me like, hey, what can I do to get a certain shoe? I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't even know right now. That's all I know. I've been away from it for a while.
Yeah. How long? About 3 years?
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah. And it's funny, 3 years it's still surfing out there when you was doing it.
Yep.
So, you and another thing to get you back in the groove once your mindset is there is going back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Because you always want to go back to the basics. That's what help you grow in a business.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed this.
I enjoyed it.
Yep, I have an hour and I got to be on my job. I have tutoring today, so I do 4 to 8. Yeah, I know.
All right, get yourself together then.
Hey. Yep, I got to make sure I'm in this video, you know, I'm just chilling. I kept my this one of my Christmas gifts, and it's so cozy. And so I just put my little rag off. You know, I hate these little things that they put on, so I comb my hair and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna have to finish the other invoices to do for the trucking, because we thank God we started working.
How does that feel?
What?
That y'all back working?
Oh God. For my husband, he is thrilled. Unlike me, you know, I ride through the storm. All I do is try to make things happen. As they always say, rob Peter to pay Paul. And do what I need to do. And the thing about it that I can say to people that I'm not ashamed of, when you can't pay, and this is advice to you, call and get an extension. Say, hey, I'm not going to have it until this day. And so those are the things that I did for February. So about certain things he's kind of relieved on, but was anxious all last week. We got to find some work. So once we get a good study, if we get a 2 good study things like this making 15 G's, then we'll get out of this little hole and be on track. And then that's, again, is where I'm going to see. So
hopefully I can at least cover it before this next storm comes.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking so. Like I say, this, we should get a decent one. So far, because we work with certain things, I'm going to average out maybe over a little 11,000 or whatever for the 3 little things we done. But, you know, that whole back week is what really hurt you. The whole back week. So this, the invoice.
I don't know why it's like that. It's like you gotta wait an extra week, but I understand it. Oh well.
Yeah, and so yeah, those are the things. And then you still, as a business owner, you got to pay your drivers. You know, this, that, and the other. And then and go from there. But yep, I have some things I got to do with line up because I'm doing employees now. So I got to add them too and get it in the QuickBooks. So we just got to see, because that's going to be taxes and stuff. So government, they love they love to take theirs. It's like you can't get ahead, but this is probably why I'm doing what I'm doing, you know. And it's all going to pay it out.
It is. It will.
Yeah. But that's
you shorten your time.
Oh yeah, I'm putting in the work. No, they all right. I'm gonna be all right. For me, you know, 30 minutes, I can do a 30-minute power nap, get up, log on in, and I'm good. So that's how I have to, you know, get my mind off of one thing to another.
All right.
I've been doing it for a long time. Even though I woke up with a headache and I still kind of got a slight one, but I'll be able to maneuver. I then finish washing. Don't really have to cook, eat them leftovers because I cooked yesterday. So, you know, I always plan ahead of time. Yeah. So by the time about 8 o'clock, I'm going to just be getting ready to, I'm going to say go to bed, but I probably won't. Yeah. If something come up in tutoring that I have to do, then I probably won't.
Tomorrow I'm be having a half day. I'm just waiting till the driver get off with the other driver Monday, so I can at least meet with him and.
Let's end this right quick.
Just meet with the driver, and that's about it. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. But we'll talk about that next month.
So next month, we'll talk about Chase's new adventure in March, Money March. Hey, you know I just be coming up with this stuff, right? February February finance, money making March. So we'll probably talk about some tips on how to some ways to make money, extra money. How about that? What you want? Is that okay, or do you want to go another route?
I want to go another route.
We're gonna let Chase do March.
We're gonna go another route.
Okay, what you gonna do for that?
You gotta come to me.
Okay.
I can't think of it right now.
But it's gonna be about money?
I don't know. Cause I ain't thinking of other ways to make money like that. See, it's like things like that. I just have to keep being simple. Cause if I know if I look into it, then I wanna get into it. So I just can't talk about it for free.
Well, we can talk about how you can save or do some things to cut back on what you're going through now.
I feel like we talked about that in this video though.
Yeah, okay. You just said, so here's the thing. You went from your perspective for I just chill, but to educate our listeners. Can you be more detailed? Or just go with what you feel?
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be short if I go in detail.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to pull them out. Alright, so whatever it is, y'all know in March, Chase, it's going to be, make sure that it's something that you can educate. And we can always split it. We'll give you 15 minutes of what you need to talk about. Cause you know me, y'all, I talk, right?
I think it's just gonna be more so just random. I don't think it's gonna be more so.
No, I need you to research this. I don't need you to be random. I need you to be in order. So that way you can talk about it, regardless if it's relationships or anything to educate. Because again, this year we about educated on a specific topic to educate our viewers.
Okay.
Because we're going to talk about ourselves, of course, but then we're going to get in it and we're going to talk about a topic, and then we'll tell each other our views about it.
Okay.
And I'm sure that you can agree on something, I can disagree to make it,
Yeah, I got you.
All
It's just funny because outside of this, I haven't been looking forward to like do any research or anything, so but it's okay.
Yeah. So I'm getting you in the habit of researching some certain topics. Even if it's something that you say, hey, I was on my phone and I was listening to a guy and he was talking about this, so this is what I want to talk about. I want to get you
know what's funny about that?
What?
I just swipe up now.
You just go swipe up, you don't even listen.
I don't listen no more.
So now you in the, we could talk about that. How the phone is addictive and all you doing is swiping.
But it's not even about that.
What's it about?
It's just like, if it ain't the things that I enjoy, I don't really care for it.
And we can talk about what you enjoy.
Okay.
If that's what you want to talk about.
Okay, that's cool.
Alright guys, we will see y'all next month. Peace.
Yeah, it's like